Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. With our Santas Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. We're in the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd here in the Detroit area. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
Well, you know, I think for Detroit, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Money, he's in at the point. Paul George is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Knox in at the 5 down low. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. First quarter, just over a minute played. Jennings with another miss. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, in that game, Kevin, they did damage in all sorts of different ways. They were pretty much unstoppable offensively.
Yeah, it was showtime, Steve. They showed off every resource they had at that end of the floor.
The Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game right now. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Down low.
Pelicans foul. Paul George. That's his first personal foul.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Money passes to Knox. Rebound, Detroit.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Pass to Jennings. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Monroe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monroe's got his first points of the night.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Back to George. Rodic. The shot's good on the assist by George. Here's Jennings. 8 points his last outing. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Russell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Passes it to Knox. Picked off in midair. They set the screen. Out to the wing. Here's Russell. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got 6 points.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Jennings. And the shot goes in from Money. Money's got his third bucket of the night. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game. Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game. And no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the basket by Detroit. To the paint, looking for George. He gets it there.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Anthony Davis. Some kind of performance he's been turning in and night out these past 4 or 5 weeks. Second in rebounding, second in field goal percentage, and he's really worked hard at his offensive game. He ranks in the top 10 in that category, points per game.
I think we should touch again quickly on his rebounding average, Steve. I mean, he's number 2 in the league in rebounding, and he does it with work ethic and tenacity.
Monroe against Davis. Count that one. Monroe's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Rodic. It's good from long range.
For 3.
Russell with it. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers. Screen by Monroe. To the wing on the left. And the pass to Yates. Monroe against Davis. And yes, sir, that one drops. 6 points for Greg Monroe.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
They get it back. Davis. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Monroe.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Davis. Detroit making a switch here. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Pass to Yates. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. He's got 9. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
And George, here we go. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. George has got 7. The Pistons trailing. Here's Jennings. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space,
Dancers, make some noise, Detroit.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. To the wing right side. Right side, George. Money passes to Knox. From about 16, another one falls for New Orleans.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Detroit's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Rejected by Jennings. Now, here is Russell. Defense right on him. Yates. No good on the 3. New Orleans in the lead. It's Davis on the wing. Here's Money. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from George. That's good. George has got 10 points in the game.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Dishes to Russell from deep. Paul George grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 4. Here's Money. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's 12 points for Money. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear. Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark.
All right, everyone relax. Run your sets, attack the rim, crash the boards on both ends, and we'll be fine. Come on now, let's get after it.
For the Pistons, Westbrook's checked in, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Russell. Muscala, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Curry comes in for George. Davis with the double team. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
Oh, how about that basketball, fan?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they haven't done anything wrong so far. Double-digit lead already.
Here's Jennings. The Pelicans make their last shot. Will it go? And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks to Curry. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons trailed by 11. There's the dish to Jennings. Blocked. Here's Muhammad. Kept alive. They shoot again. And Jennings with the layup. Jennings has got his first points of the game.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Jennings. Here's Money. He dishes it to Curry. Sinks the triple. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Now here's Jennings, averaging 9 points per contest.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Curry passes to Money, shoots a 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come.
And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
New Orleans on D. 15-point game. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Boy, their struggles continue. Turnovers a major factor.
Yeah, and a little too casual, a little Joe Cool here to start the game, and that can be problematic.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Curry dishes to Gordon. Outside Teague. Back to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Teague. New Orleans moving the ball around. Curry can't get it to go. Pistons trailed by 15. The feed to Muhammad. To the right side. 1:35 left to play here in the first. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Well, they're not doing themselves any favors. The next possession needs to be a good one. They've got to find their offensive rhythm.
Pelicans leading by 15. Ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. You've got Monroe, and it's Russell in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. They get the rebound. Monroe. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
That's his second personal foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Good on both.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Spurs got down to business. He had 52 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Pistons trail by 16. Jennings kicks to Monroe. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 5 assists tonight.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, George. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got 15.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Picked away. Fast break, here they come. Here's Knox, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
So it's the Pistons now, following the score by New Orleans. Passes it to Yates. Another steal. And the pass to Money. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's rebounded by New Orleans. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Davis, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Pelicans leading by 21. Rodic. Good work defensively by Monroe. Knocked away. Now Russell. He's got 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Just 4 to shoot. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The Pelicans have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Money passes to Knox. Here's Money. Down low. Here we go, one-on-one. The floater. Another shot. Monroe, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Davis, the pass to Money. From about 16. That's good. Money's got 19 points.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it
Okay,
off.
on offense, I want us to slow it down. Run sets until we get the look we want. If there's a hand in your face, pass it. If you've got a good look, take it. Now let's go, gentlemen.
And a moment to check out Anthony Davis here. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. Second in field goal percentage, third in blocks, and he's been a real force near the hoop, using that anticipation and strength to work his way into the top 5 in the league in rebounding.
And let's look at his phenomenal field goal percentage again, Steve. I mean, that's really a function of good teams taking good shots and making most of them.
Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Jennings with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Here's Yates. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Money. He's got 19. From deep three-point range, cannot hit. And it's Detroit the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The rebound by Paul George.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Stolen by Monroe. The drive by Russell. Here's Nurkic. The shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. George passes to Knox. Shot's good. 12 points for him.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Davis with the double team. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but you know, another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Huffman.
So it's the Pistons now. And he gets the bucket. Jennings has got his second bucket of the night.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Here's Money. He's got 19. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
Here is Russell following the score by New Orleans. The tray. Again, Jennings missing.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Money passes to George. Davis setting the pick for George. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Pass to Yates. And that one goes long.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Here's Money. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Paul George. His second personal, third team.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Pistons shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
That's 3 turnovers in the quarter for him now, and I think you got to wake up out there.
Detroit making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Outside Jennings knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Detroit ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 19.
Left side Jennings releases.
Boy, this is painful to watch. He can't get one to go down. Really having trouble finding his game here in this half.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, that was a max range alley-oop pass there, guys. It's got to be. I don't know if anybody's throwing one any longer.
Well, that's just crazy.
Man, how high did he have to go to make that catch? What an unbelievable play. Wow.
Pass to Muhammad. The shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Last season, they had a very easy time with this club. And, of course, being East versus West, they only got to face them twice. But I'm sure they wish they had them on the schedule more often. That's number 2 for him from long range in this quarter, his 3rd overall.
Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Outside Jennings. Westbrook with a screen for Jennings. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Well, you look at Money, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that, if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
His first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available to him.
Nor should he be.
6 seconds on the shot clock. 6.
Too many turnovers.
Checking in for the Pelicans. Eric Gordon.
Shot clock at 5. To the wing on the left. Deep 2 from Jennings. Here's Gilmore. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the 3.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pelicans on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I just try to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I just can't try to go at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Good luck with that, young man. Kevin, a young talent looking to do whatever it takes to make it in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low-post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Christmas Day matchup.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Money. He has 23 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. You guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
So for New Orleans right now, Money in at point guard. Davis is out there with Paul George, and it's Knox in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Russell. Deep two from Jennings. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Jennings has got the first basket of the second half here for the Pistons. Well, for New Orleans, shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Russell dishes to Jennings. Passes to Nurkic. No luck. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about it.
Outside, George. Money passes to Davis. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Jennings. Pelicans pull it in.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Russell. Knox. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 16.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Over to the wing. Outside Jennings. Fires the three. Jennings can't get that one to fall. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
Well, I bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
The Pistons shooting the ball at 42%. Stolen. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Money. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Money's got 25 points. Now Jennings. He's got 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The shot's good from Money.
They're playing well. Guys, they're really starting to pull away.
Yep, here at the midway point, that's exactly what's happening.
Monroe sets a screen for Jennings. Here's Russell. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Russell's got 9.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Davis. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 18.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Here's Nurkic. It's back to Jennings. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at how the Pelicans performed last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition. He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
In low to Russell. Stolen by George. Money passes to George. And that one's good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season. George having a fantastic game. He's got 24 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Detroit's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And now the Pelicans on the break. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Outside Jennings. From 13. Here's Monroe. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Monroe's got 12 points in the game. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Shot's good from Money.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Jennings. And Davis sends it back.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Here is Jennings. Paul George making his last shot. Now here's Jennings. He's got 6, and Nurkic gets it to go. Here's Money. Davis with a screen on Jennings. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Got a piece of it. Davis lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And let's focus briefly on an area we often overlook. Point guard rebounding. Here are the leaders in that category over the past 10 games. Well, you look at Money, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
This is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
You know, it definitely sets them apart from most of the other point guards in the league when you can glass eat like that. They've got a little bit of that big man attitude in them. Battling in the paint when the shot goes up and feeling like they can get some rebounds too.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Boy, it was a clunker of a game for him at the foul line the last time they played.
Well, it's hard to imagine he'll put in that kind of performance twice in a row.
The first free throw is good, so both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Money. The Pistons have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Another steal from half court. Ball's knocked loose, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
A moment to check out Paul George here. His stats have been pretty good the last few weeks. You can see he's showing up as one of the premier performers in the league. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. If it was an average player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were spectacular.
Yeah,
but for him, simply run-of-the-mill.
And how much does that tell you about the talent he has? I mean, when the spectacular passes is average, that speaks volumes.
All game long, guys, he's been getting it done, really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stat.
Here's Money. He's got 34. Deflects the pass, lays it up and banks it in. Here's Jennings. Here's Serb. From the top of the key, he buries it. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. George passes to Money. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And here's Jennings. 8 points for him. But Trey. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but, you know, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an
What kind of passing is that?
Poor position under the...
15 seconds left to play here in the third. Feeds it to Russell. 1 second left. Connects. The jumper drops. Russell's got 8 here in the quarter.
Those are what we call confidence building blocks.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Tuesday, December 28th, the Phoenix Suns go up against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. Don't miss out. Come on.
And, well, Detroit shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Detroit, Russell is out there with Kemp, and it's Poole in at the small forward. Russell against Teague. Here's Nixon, and Muscala kicks to Gordon. Clock at 4. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Eric Gordon. 2 shots.
Free throw good. All free throws good from Eric Gordon. Russell with it. To the inside. Westbrook. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Westbrook's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Money passes to Nixon. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Ruffin. Gordon with the defensive effort.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
The drive by Russell. Tries a 3. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Dishes to Gordon. Shoots from the right block, and that one's good. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Kemp against Gordon. Kemp dishes to Russell. Puts up a 3. That's good.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Money passes to Gordon. Here's Muskawa. He's covered by Kemp. Here's Money. The fadeaway. They get it back. Tries again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Mike Muskawa. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Detroit making a switch here. Jennings is checked in. New Orleans making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. He feeds it to Westbrook. Looking to end his cold spell. That one off the back iron and out.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Nurkic checked in for Detroit. Outside Gordon. The pass to Money. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Money's got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
They get it back. Jennings can't get it to go.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
Here's Money, and he uses both hands to jam it in. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
Jennings kicks to Westbrook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Rodish. That's his first personal foul. Shooting 2 for Detroit, Westbrook.
The first free throw is good. And the Pistons making a change here. Both free throws good from Westbrook. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Money. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. He tries for three. Rebound, Detroit. Jennings with the ball. Outside Westbrook. Fires for three. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. They set the pick. A baseline J. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Money. Money's got 40 points. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jennings dishes to Westbrook. Wing shot on the way. Good on the shot.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
14 seconds on the shot clock. 14.
Here's Money. Five to shoot. There's a screen. Buries it from three-point range. Money's got 43 points.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Kemp against Gordon. Pass to Gilmore. It's back to Jennings. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 assists. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Money. He's guarded by Jennings. Rodich. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Jennings kicks to Kemp. Passes it to Gilmore. Outside Jennings. Puts up a three. Jennings with another miss.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The tray. Again, Jennings missing.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Here's Money. Puts one up from 19. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Pelicans score.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Outside Jennings. The pass to Gilmore. Knocked away. Jennings can't get it to go.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Pass to Money. From deep. Detroit with the rebound. Pass to Nurkic. Westbrook dishes to Jennings. Back to Westbrook. Down low. Nurkic. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Money. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
Passes it to Muscala. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Here's Money. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
He tries for three. Kemp can't hit. New Orleans gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Money. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
At the line for the Pelicans, Mike Muscala. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. No good on the second free throw. The Pistons shooting in the fourth quarter not pretty, down around 29%. Here's Muhammad. Connects on the 17-footer. New Orleans dictating the flow. There's a screen. Off the pick.
Oh, that was awesome.
Look out below. Now Kemp. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Remains Detroit ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Kicks to Muhammad. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I
Oh,
don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Outside Kemp. There's the pass to Gilmore. Back to Kemp. Pass to Poole. Outside for Kemp. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Rob. Here's Money.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Knocked loose. .136 left in the game. There's the dish to T. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin. And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
Well, one thing about this win, it assures that they will not lose the season series. They only meet once more, of course, as interconference opponents.
And, Steve, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has a bit of an edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it once more.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Money. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double for his efforts.
Outside Kemp. Trying to get back on track. Here's Poole. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. To the wing on the left. Here's Money. Again, the Pelicans score.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
The feed to Kemp. And the layup's good off the glass.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Assist goes to Chucky Gilmore.
Here's Money. Shot from the wing. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
Huh, for real, the triple-double? Yeah, I didn't even know that. I guess I would have to say it's one of the better ones I played then. Really, I'm just happy how the team competed and that we got the win. Personal stats are secondary to that, always.
Congratulations, Kevin. You're going to deliver it. Take some chops.
All right, Doris, thanks. That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.